I'll do it in green still. I think I'm gonna probably have to do this video in like multiple videos. It doesn't like me talking forever. Okay, so that was just the numerator. Now let's work on the denominator. This pen marker's a little bit thicker, so hopefully it'll be okay. Okay, so A is the coefficient, which is 1. B is the coefficient, which is a -1. C is the coefficient, which is a -72. A times C, 1 times -72 equals a -72. Factors of -72. Just so you know, at first, I don't really care, like, at this moment that it's a -72. I just want factors of 72, and then we'll take into account that it's negative. I'm going to try to use this blue just so I can hopefully stay in this amount of space. Okay, so I know that always 72 times 1 would be 72, right? It ends in 2, so I know I can divide it by 2, and what I get is 36. And then I know that 72 can be divided by 3. I get 24. And then I want to see, is it divided by 4? Divisible by 4? We get 4 times 18. And then it would not be divisible by 5. Let's see if it's divisible by 6. I get 6 and 12. I don't think it's divisible by 7. Do you see I'm just kind of going through here? Just trying a few numbers. It is divisible by 8, and that actually is 9. And then, like I said earlier, once you kind of get to a point to where if you keep going, you're just going to be writing the same things down again, you can just go ahead and stop. Okay, so we need to now look at the fact that my 72 is negative. These factors need to multiply together to get me a -72, but I'm concerned also, while doing that, which ones combine together to equal my B. So if I look, okay, I see that I need to have a 1. So basically I need them to have a difference of 1. And the only thing here that has a difference of 1 is my 8 and my 9. I know these multiply together to get me a positive 72. But to get a negative 72, one of these needs to be negative. And when I combine them, my sum needs to be negative. So that would mean my largest number needs to be negative. So, if you agree with me, 9 times 8 is 72. Signs are different, so it's a -72. That works. And if I combine them together, -9 plus 8, signs are different, so you subtract, keep the sign of the larger, and that actually equals my B, which is what I want, right? So these are going to make up my B term whenever I expand. Okay, so what we do is we write it down, y squared, and then we're going to write down these two terms right here. So I have a positive 8, don't forget your variable, and I have a -9, don't forget your variable, because these two things are combining together to get me a negative y. That's why they both have to have their y attached to them. And then our -72, okay, factor by grouping is what you do with 4 terms, split down the middle, just go ahead and cover that up. If I look at y squared and a positive 8y, the only thing they have in common is going to be y. And if we do division, y squared divided by y is keep and subtract. 8y divided by y would be 8 divided by 1 is 8. Signs are the same, so it's positive. My y over y becomes 1. So we're done here. Very important step, bring down whatever sign you're working with, which is a negative sign. Look at our coefficients, 9 and 72. Largest number to divide them is 9. They do not have a y in common, so I divide. 9 divided by 9 is 1. Signs are the same, so it's positive. Y divided by no y. Y'all, it's basically doing like y divided by 1, right? And anything over 1 is just itself. So y divided by no y is y. And 72 divided by 9 would be 6, would be 8. Sorry, I literally looked over here real fast and like my brain thought 8 but said 6 and wrote 6. Let's do that again. 72 divided by 9 is 8. Signs are the same, so it's positive. Say you actually did mess up the way I just did and you didn't catch it. Do you remember right here I said that we needed to check and make sure these two sets of parentheses were the same? If I had accidentally written 6 there and didn't catch it, these would not be the same. That's what lets you know, hey, somewhere along the line I messed up in my math. Let's go back, and we would start with pulling out the GCF again. Just delete all of this and rewrite it. I actually did catch it though, so that's good. Here, important check. Do these parentheses match? Yes, they do. I only need one of them. Technically, I'm pulling out a GCF. It's just kind of an easier way that I say it. Then I look to see what's left over, because whatever is left over gets put into parentheses together. So I have y plus 8, y minus 9. Okay, so I'm back up here. This was my work, but now this is here. I have factored both the top and the bottom using the AC method, which is what you have to do whenever you do this comp exam and the work in the class. And after factoring the top and factoring the bottom, I notice that I actually have things that are alike in the denominator and in the numerator. That y minus 9 and that y minus 9, they cancel each other out. And so the final answer to this would just be y minus 6 over y plus 8. Okay, so pretty sure this video is going to be broken up into like 4 or 5 videos because I have like a 5-minute max, but hopefully all of this makes sense. Thanks. Bye. Okay, hey y'all, what we're going to do is